running on empty. There's more where that came from. My money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is. If you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine. If you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down, Pickett, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Jags, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd and 8. They run the counter. Pickett. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. That's into the hands of Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school?
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Dean. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play fake as they set up to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 2nd down now, it's Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
We're scoreless after one. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll look to throw here. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. He'll look to throw. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Going for it, here's ETN. And some room to maneuver. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. As after throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That catch good for only a couple.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Look good, though. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll look to throw again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Burns. And he's going to have a 1st down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. They're a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. And connecting here with DJ Shark. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 4. They'll set up a throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Foyesade Oluokun came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's now...
Touchdown, Jaguars! David Njoku, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
the Jags get to him as down he goes. Chason has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Robinson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Well, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run here with Robinson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
About 3 yards there to the 27. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run. Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now swing pass for Dillon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burns. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Looking deep downfield. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run again here with Robinson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He'll buy some time right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.